Welcome to Nova Now. I'm your host, Angelique LeBlanc. Formerly known as the Fairfax Chamber, the Northern Virginia Chamber of Commerce has hosted the Valor Awards honoring first responders. Now in its 38th year, the Chamber's Valor Awards recognizes actions that go above and beyond the call of duty. Here to tell us more about the event are Fire Chief Richie Bowers from Fairfax County Fire and Rescue and Barry Bigger from Visit Fairfax. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
So let's get started. Tell us about the Valor Awards and a little bit about the program itself and its past.
Sure. The Valor Awards actually began 38 years ago by AVAN, the Fairfax County Chamber of Commerce. They have really been the lead organization in putting them on. The Valor Awards is really a very critical event that we have here every year for multiple reasons. Probably the most important is to truly bring to spotlight the heroic work of all of our first responders, whether they be fire and rescue, the police department, the sheriff's department, not only of the county, but also of Herndon, Falls Church, Vienna, and all of the other first responders here. You know, I find that we hear so much about our first responders in one light, not in all lights. And this is an opportunity for the public, the people who really get all of the service from these people to keep us as safe as we are, to be able to celebrate the heroic events that these people do every single day. I am reminded that whenever we see military in uniform, we go up to them and we say thank you for the service to our country. But when we see people in fire or police or sheriff uniform, we don't do that. And I really feel that we need to thank them every day for what they do for us. And this is an opportunity of really speaking to their heroic efforts and everything they do to keep us safe.
Yeah, it's so true. Like, they literally put their lives on the line every day that they go to work. And it's an honor for us, you know, to be able to thank them in that light.
Yes.
So tell us, when and where will the event be?
The event will be held on the 30th of March, Westfield's Marriott. It begins at 11:30 in the morning and runs till about 2. And we welcome and we hope that as many people from the county can come and attend and celebrate with a large deal of the business community, the first responders of our county and our area. So you can go to the website, www.novachamber.com, and get all of the information on ticket purchases, as well as sponsorships and other ways of participating to say thank you to these amazing people.
Yeah. So tell us, for someone who's never attended the event, what sort of stories can they expect to hear about and be celebrated?
Well, Angelique, there's a number of incidents that occur throughout the year, and as you know, Barry said, it really is the men and women doing their jobs, you know, every day. The last thing they want, though, is to be put in the spotlight, but we force them, if you will, because we want to make sure that their stories do get out. And some of those things could be anything from a police officer stopping or finding someone on the side of the road and stopping and helping, and maybe they're unconscious and had a medical emergency, and you know, they begin medical procedures. Although they're not trained, you know, or necessarily equipped, they intervene without.
Yeah, they take action right there.
Exactly. There's incidents such as in the past has happened, and even this year, where we have one of our first responders on an airplane, and unfortunately a serious medical emergency occurred. They intervened for a long period of time while the flight was in the air until they landed and took care of somebody. We have a number of sheriffs and police officers and even firefighters off duty that come upon an incident and without any of their equipment. Certainly they have the training, but they intervene immediately. Like you said, they take action. And then there's even our urban search and rescue team is being recognized this year
Yes.
for their deployment internationally to the Nepal earthquake.
I remember hearing about this,
Right?
yeah.
And they made 2 rescues while they were over there. So we're recognizing that team as well as some individuals on the team. But it's amazing. It's really just a sampling, as Barry said, of a lot of things that occur every day. And the last thing the men and women of any of the public safety agencies want is to be put in, as I said, the spotlight.
Yeah.
But we want them. We want their stories. We want them to be recognized.
Yeah, I mean, they're public servants to the core, and so of course they don't want the limelight. But why do you think it is so important for us to recognize these individuals?
Well, they're the fabric of the community, and we want to make sure that the community is connected with the fire and rescue, the sheriff, and the police department, and that the public safety agencies are connected with the community. Because when you see a firefighter or a police officer or a sheriff, we want it to be before an emergency occurs, and we want to make sure that people understand we're always here to help.
Yeah, it's so important that you feel comfortable going to the police officers or to the
Yes.
fire department and stuff, because you never know. You don't want that first time to be when you need them.
Exactly.
Definitely want to be familiar with them. 38 years is a fantastic tenure for the event. Can you
really
share
is.
one of your favorite stories hearing, or even if you have friends?
Well, I've heard, so many over the years of which, have been recognized, and not one single one really stands out. I think what Chief Bauer said just a few seconds ago about many of these people do heroic things when they're not on duty, which really tells you that these people are very, very much wanting to be the best public servant they can, regardless if they're in uniform or not, here in the county or not. So many of the stories we hear about are in airliners, in other counties, in other states. So, it's just amazing how much these people go through every single day. And the other thing that I, think about a lot is many of us just think, well, it's their job. That's what they're there to do. But it's not a job to them. It is a passion.
It's their calling.
It
I
is
feel like,
their
almost,
calling. And they have that calling here in their heart every single day, regardless if they're working or not. And that, to me, is truly amazing. And it is those simple stories, as well as the complex ones, that move you and really provide a great understanding of how significant these people are. I have said quite often, these people are responsible not only for our safety, but these people are also responsible for so much in the way of economic development. If they weren't the best at what they do, and if this county wasn't the safest in this country for our size, we wouldn't have businesses moving here.
Very true,
or
yeah.
people buying homes here. We owe them a huge debt of gratitude.
That is
And this is
fantastic.
one way of doing it.
And tickets are still available, right?
They are indeed.
Fantastic.
So we invite the public and business owners alike to come celebrate. We'd love to see you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for being here. Good luck with the awards.
Thank you.
Thank
Julie.
you.
To learn more about the Northern Virginia Chamber and to get your tickets for the Valor Awards, visit www.novachamber.org. I'm Angelique LeBlanc. Thanks for watching Nova Now.